Oh, I keep forgetting there's a cover on my camera. All right, we're here today. I'm curious to see if their blinds will be closed. So, I drove by. The door was closed, surprisingly. I figured they never closed it, but it's really cold. I think it feels like in the 30s. There were 3 ambassadors standing over by the pizza place when I came up. And if their blinds are closed, then they went and told them. Because the door was closed, but the blinds were open when I drove by. So we'll see what's going on. Trying not to be too bouncy. It's hard. This is an uneven sidewalk. So, sorry about the shakiness. I gotta kind of figure out how to come up with my gimbal and then attach it. I guess if I warned you guys, I could detach it and then attach it to my tripod. Go Bucks! You from Ohio? Oh, okay. Alrighty. I'm curious. Oh, no, blinds. Wait a minute. There's a glare, so I can never tell. Nope, still open. Okay, so they're not just running over there telling them we're coming. Because my sign's out and everything. So here's the cafe. It's really pretty inside. I am totally all bundled up. Oops, there's the evil protester. The evil protester is here. We have to run back inside. Hey, Hitzel, what's up? Yeah, I'm going vertical today. I haven't done that in a while. So, man, it's really dead out here because it's so cold. Driving up, I saw nobody. Like, nobody's outside if they don't need to be. Yeah, that was fast. Because she saw me at the door. Hey, Dan, what's up? Yeah, their doors, when I drove by, the doors were closed because it's freaking cold. It's in the 30s with the wind chill. But like I said, if you weren't here, there was 3 West Campus ambassadors by where I go in to get a bottle of water and go to the bathroom after my trip. And I thought, we see them inside all the time. I was wondering if they was going to run up here and tell them I was here. And they didn't because the blinds weren't down. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. I don't know if I remember you being a member, Dan. But if not, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, do you happen to know, I'll figure it out. I'll just I haven't checked yet. I need to be able to see if you can go in and see who has memberships, who's gifted memberships, that kind of thing. Because those people especially ones who gifted, a 5 block of memberships for me, after YouTube takes their cut, covers my gas to and from Austin and a few dollars towards the parking. So I'm like that. So I'm putting them as sponsors of a live stream because they helped me get here. Hey, auditing on my gimbal, which shortens to a handle for or extends to a tripod. Yeah, so I have the tripod is separate for me, but I'm going to have to shake around anyway to get it onto the tripod. So I think I'm just going to, because I have a really good gimbal. It's actually too sophisticated for me. So look away for a second. If you can't handle shaking, I'm about to put it on. Oh, it's set up for horizontal. Hold on. There we go. There. Let's see, and it's not tall enough yet. I should have opened it all the way. So either way, I'm shaking anyway, so either flipping, and I think I can screw the gimbal onto this tripod. I just have to take this other piece off. All right. Oh, one link isn't down. Whoops. All right, there we go. There we go. It's kind of crooked, but we'll do. All right, let me put it in, you guys. Look away. Alright, there we go. I just don't like that it hangs off the side when I'm... Okay, it's not straight. One of the legs isn't all the way out. There we go. That's a little better. Let's see. Well, it's straight. This sidewalk is kind of crooked too. Okay, I'm going to move back this way so we can see the sidewalk and the door. Moving, don't look. I get serious motion sickness when things shake or move, so I don't want to do that to anybody else. Okay, we're set. Alrighty. Oh, I gotta get these gloves out. Let me check, make sure I'm on the right setting for chat. I'm not. Alright, let's go back up here. SBTV fans, good to see you. And Dan. Hey, Luca, how are you? No Face, what's up? Watching and supporting from Vancouver Island, British Columbia. Right on. James Smith. Yes, I've been missing it being out here. Thanks, Sunday. That's fine. I do the same thing. I have an hour and a half each way to kill. So, I usually catch up on Scientology news. Catching up on the fires in LA. They're having fires and we're going to get ice and snow tonight. I cannot. Okay. So, yeah, they actually had their door. I'm going to adjust again, so I might shake. Look away. Let's see. I'm not getting a good view with this. I haven't been horizontal in a long time. I don't know if I've been horizontal with this phone. So, I've never even added guidelines to my chat. Those are all things I need to learn to do and just haven't. I'm assuming she was like me. I'll when I'm getting on the road. We won't tell anybody. Hey, Scooter Mom. I'm out here. It's not quite 25 yet. It's like in the 30s. At night, it gets to about 20. I won't be here tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're getting that storm. It's going to rain in Austin all day. And my town and Waco, where Tom works at night, because he has to go back to work tomorrow night, we're right on the line of the ice and snow. Yeah, okay, yes, for sure, Cindy. Warming up that car. But I have to dig out gloves and everything for like a week, a year. Email with Amazon link to my stand. Okay, cool. I will check that out. So, I wanted to get out here today because I know I'm not going to be able to get out the next few days because of the winter storms we're going to get. Hey, Windy City. What's up, man? You guys up north going out all the time like this is amazing. Because I was out here, no problem, 3 days a week when it was 110. But, man, autumn hit, raining all the time. First world problems. I shouldn't complain. So, Scooter Mom, so you guys know I have a time limit if I come on Fridays because we have one car. And my husband leaves for work at 9, and it takes me an hour and a half or so to get home. So we finally, they had our truck since October 1st. Finally got it back. What was that, last week? And then it got cold, and the only thing we didn't get fixed was the heater cord. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I hate when people do that. And it bounces off these walls. Winter storm in Texas. I know, right? Just Blue, hello. Wow, you're almost 50? That's amazing. So, he gets a little bit of heat because it's just clogged. But it's like $1,000 to get that done because they have to take the dash off. And we're like, you know what? It gets cold in Texas. How many days? So literally we get it back, and he has to take my truck this week. Well, it's because when he goes to work, it's dark, and it's getting down into the 20s. And he can't defrost the windshield in his car, so I'm like, okay, but so I was shopping on Amazon. I'm already talked to somebody about getting the inside detail because it's disgusting. Not the way I would keep it. And I'm looking at all these organizational doodads, and then he has to take my truck. I was so pumped. Oh, I'm sure it's cold up there. I'm surprised you're so warm in Washington this time of year. I looked at that area to live in, and I settled on Oregon because Washington got a little too cold. Okay. Do not know how to pronounce that name. Abesamad? Oh. Ab. Hi. Help me out with that. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Had to come out today because I haven't been out in a while. It's always something. Central Chehalis, mid, not west Washington. Okay. Hey, no face. Okay. It's back. Okay. Algier? All right. Thanks for being here. So, if you're new to my channel, you can see where I'm standing. I'm here protesting Scientology. Now, being that you're from another country, I have no problem with other religions and what they want to do. The problem with Scientology is there's rampant child abuse, member abuse, and elder abuse in this church. And I know this from many ex-members who have gone on YouTube and told their story. So in the last year, about 100 of us have started doing a protest at our local, wherever we live. And we have people in Africa, all over the world. And all we do is stand here and film. And you can see how their blinds are closed. And even they close the doors, close the blinds when I get here to hide. How many religions do you know that need to hide just because somebody's standing here with a phone or with a camera? So that's just what I'm doing out here. And part of the reason I'm here is I heard they were reopening this org, but they're not called churches, they're called orgs. They don't even call them churches. They opened up right across the street here from the University of Texas in Austin, Texas, to hopefully lure in young people. Many, many, many young people to not go in there. Oh, Northern California. Hello. I looked at Northern California and Southern. Oh my gosh, my fingers. My body's okay, but man, I got gloves on. My fingers are still cold. Oh, I'm holding a cold bottle of water. I can't scroll. What is the org hiding? Nothing. The org is hiding all the nothingness. Yep. That's totally true. Uh-oh. Yeah. Y'all can just chat in my chat. That's fine. I have such a small chat. I don't worry about it too much. Oh, my finger. So, I did bring so my husband, I forgot, he has a thermos. I didn't even remember because we never use it. It was put away. It doesn't hold as much as the one I wanted to buy, but I was so busy making, so I got this full of coffee with hot chocolate in it in cups. And I think I'm gonna pour mine. I'm cold. My car was toasty. Man, I wish. So I was thinking about bringing my my chair and a blanket. And Tom said, no, it's probably better if you move around. And I agreed. Now I kind of wish I would have brought the blanket. So, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to be getting me a hot beverage. Oh, see if I can do this with gloves on. Probably not. Okay. And I brought extra cups in case I see somebody in need of some warmth. Oh my gosh, my husband put this on. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Ready. Shorts today. Wow. Whew. Alrighty. Oh crap. I forgot to put my scarf back in my backpack. Oh, my face. Hang on. Get back behind the camera. Alrighty. Let's see if I can scroll with the gloves. Nope. I need to get those gloves. Alrighty. No, Austin may not get it. When I looked last night, they're gonna get rain all day tomorrow. We normally get rain in the winter. My grass is usually super green in the winter. But the line of the storm looks like it's going to go, because I live 75 miles north of here. And my husband works another, 60 miles north of that. My town and his work, we're like right on the edge of what they call a winter mix. I don't know if that's freezing rain and snow or rain and snow. But yeah, we might get snow. Because my town is like dead center of the state. I didn't come here to talk to myself. Nobot had to use glow plugs to warm up his morning coffee. Oh, yeah, he would. Here in Dallas, it's supposed to start tonight. Yep, it is. Hey, Fingy. Jeffika's wife. Yeah, so you know where I'm talking about. So I'm in Austin right now. And then when I go home, I'm near the Army base or the Killeen area. And then my husband works in Waco at night. Luckily, he's mostly in and out of a car, so it's not too bad. So, hope this doesn't burn my face off. Did he lock this? This is my husband's cup, and I never use it. What's up, Fingy? How are you doing? Staying inside, I hope. It's the first time I've been outside since it got really cold. That's still super hot. It's burning my face. I'm going to take the lid off and let it cool for a minute. Alrighty. But I made a whole thermos. What I do is I don't like hot chocolate straight, and I get the dark hot chocolate. So I make coffee with some hot chocolate in it. Toasty. Let me see if my chat's froze again. Hold on. Let me check my other phone. When I see it not moving, I need to check. I don't know why it does it on this phone. I've got to figure out why. Oh, no, we're good. Yeah, yes. I made them close their blinds. Hey, Dee. Their doors were already, when I drove by, their doors were closed. Oh, gotta turn that down. There we go. Alright. But somebody was walking out. They were faster because I wasn't even stopped yet when somebody started to come out the door and turn and did a U-turn. Yep. Yeah, that's why I think I said it in the title. Well, I'd take words off. My title was supposed to say, letting them know we haven't forgotten about them. But I had to keep taking words off. So thank you. I'm so out of sorts, y'all. Trying to remember everything. Plus, I didn't need my cooler, which was weird. I completely forgot to make my sandwich for my ride home. I haven't eaten anything today. So, because I don't like to eat before I come. So, you all know that I stop at the pizza place on the way in. I'll probably stop on the way out. Man, that pizza smells good. Ugh. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. Alright. My phones are complete opposite. So the first switch around, I'm farther away. On my other phone, the first switch around, I'm close. I know. When I'm coming all the time, I have a routine. Man, I had told myself I was going to make my sandwich last night, and I forgot. So, that's okay. I'm trying to let this cool off. It's still boiling. So, I don't mind the cold. It's cold, but I hate to be hot. The running back in the house, being all bundled up, was dry. I was starting to get, I don't know what you call it, hot angry. I get angry when I get hot. That's why I should have never been in Texas for 31 years, but because I hate being hot. If our air conditioner broke, I would probably end up in jail. Oh, somebody just snuck by me. They were hiding behind that guy. There's not a lot of people out here today, surprisingly. They should be back from break. You can see down the street here. Usually there's crowds. I don't know if you guys got to see that dude in the shorts. There's another one on this. Oh my gosh. I don't know what these people are doing. This guy on the corner here, waiting to cross, is in shorts. I know it's Texas. I only own one, because I've been homebound for so long, I own one pair of jeans, one pair of dressy jeans, or they're not really jeans, dress pants, and 3 pairs of capris and some shorts. And they have holes in them, so I couldn't wear them today. I'll show you what I wore. I look like a heathen. I don't know if you did I get in the frame? Hey, no facts. Peda's invented the.
I agree with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Peda's in 1942 in Albany, New York, as a result of having too much dough. Facts. Spitting facts, no facts. I'm one of those people that watch all kinds of weird stuff like that. I don't know what that is. Pizza. Oh, pizza. 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 Got it. Got it. I believe it. And we created the fortune cookie. And I believe we created French fries, didn't we? Oh, it's cooling down now. What I miss is being if I come out again like this, I gotta get some hand warmers. I'm wearing, my fingertips are super cold. I'm gonna put them in my pocket. What's weird is my hand with the glove on feels colder than the other hand that doesn't, that's holding the cup and doing the scroll. Like I said, with first world problems, I need earmuffs. I have some, I just don't know where they are. I haven't worn them in years. They're probably buried. So I had an extra pair of gloves and a scarf in my backpack that I always keep packed. And I don't know when or where. You know what? I bet they're in the truck somewhere. I'm okay though. My legs and body are toasty. They're fine. Hello. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty dead today, but that's okay. I really just wanted them to know inside we're still here. We haven't forgot about them. Let's see, what time is it? Classes will change. 3:30, 3:26. Yeah, I probably set up right after classes changed. And so I have to wait until classes let out again to see anybody come by. Maybe I'll move to the corner today. That might get me out of this wind if I go to the side. The fortune cookie was originally a cookie used by swashbucklers to hide their pirate booty. Facts. Cool. Didn't know that. That's trippy. Yeah, I found about, we say I've been shanghaied. Found out that was a real thing. I was watching some history thing about the tunnels under one of the Pacific Northwest cities. I don't know if it's San Francisco or you guys might know that. Can't remember what city it was. I know it wasn't San Francisco. Anyway, they built trapdoors in the floors of their buildings, like saloons and things like that. And some dude would be standing there. They'd open the trapdoor and they would kidnap him, put him on a ship to Shanghai to force him into slavery on the ship or overseas. I'm like, that would be awful. Oh my gosh, this tastes so good. Oh, you two shouldn't argue. No face and no facts. Oh, wait. You shouldn't fight. Yeah, we left the door open. I was about to yell something. They got it. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling better already. It is weird. This hand is colder in the glove. My other hand isn't. I'm gonna take my gloves off. It's weird. There we go. We'll just do that. Yeah, so I'm wearing the loosest pants I owned with a pair of sweatpants underneath. So I'm toasty. I cannot believe somebody's out here in shorts though. That's just beyond the pale. I guess if you're just walking a short distance, it's possible. I would never do it. Oh, he didn't look like he was going in there. He was carrying cleaner. I didn't know what he was doing. They do this thing where they're walking and they don't look like they're going to go in that door. They like turn at the last second. He didn't really do the turn, but he wasn't, looking at the door till the last second. Or I missed it. One or the other. going to be hyped up if I keep drinking this. There's not even anybody out here to say things to. I've got some cars, but everybody's going to be bundled up. But like I said, I came anyway because I don't know when I'm going to have another chance with all this winter storm stuff. Hopefully it'll go by pretty quickly. We have an angry individual. It's okay. So I've been trying to keep up on the fires and everybody out there. Has any of our people had to evacuate yet? I know there were a few that had their bags ready. I was ready to go. Oh my gosh, I watched that Streets clip where him and Jessica were going to go there. And I guess the chat was all yelling at him to go. Like he said, he's afraid to walk away from the car and it be on fire. And I'm like, yeah, because these embers just go everywhere. That is the winds are the issue. It's got to be so scary. Because we know there have been major fires in the past. They were older fires that have taken out major parts of cities. I hope that's not the case. I really don't. Alright. Oh, I hate some things on the ground. Okay. Good. Yeah, last thing I saw, I think that was Natalie's show this morning. I don't think it was yesterday. And then, so, I was on with you, Scooter Mom, and some other people last night with Pup Groomer. And when she went over to MD Media to see what was going on, they were showing the fire. And I thought he was streaming the fire. SPTVfoundation.org. Give them a call. Ex-members, they'll help you out. Man, I'm so out of it, I can't even think of things to say. Yeah. But yeah, I left you guys, and his feed popped up real quick. So I jumped in for a minute, and I realized he's standing there. I know that he looked like he was right where the reporters were. Because if you did look at other news channels, they had almost the same view in the same spot. I don't know, or similar, or very close to. But dang, yeah. I think he left not long. I hope he did. It's those embers that you got to worry about. Because you could be a mile away and an ember can go that far. Oh my gosh. If I see people start coming like at class change, I might move. So I probably won't get another chance for anybody to stop and talk to me. Nobody probably wants to stop and talk to me today. I know he was close. Yes, he did leave. He lost internet. Yeah. It kind of went out while I was right after I came on. So I think that was the universe telling him to go. And I'm glad Jessica and Streets didn't stop. I couldn't believe all those people that left their cars. Man. I mean, I was in an earthquake, but I was nowhere near any. It hit other places way worse than us. We didn't see hardly any damage. One tall building, like nothing was more than a couple stories where I was at in California. That was the one that collapsed the freeway in Oakland. So I personally didn't experience except a couple days without power. That was it. To cover another area. Oh my goodness. Just hope you stay safe. That's all. You know, I almost wore my slippers. So I was putting stuff in the car and I was leaving. And I realized I still had my slippers on. They're furry on the inside. And they have you could wear them as shoes. They have a really good thick bottom sole. I do that on purpose. So if I want to walk out to a car or something, I can. I almost left them suckers on. The only reason I didn't is they're hard to walk fast in. Because they don't have a back. Like a clog or a mule or whatever. But man, they're so much warmer than these shoes. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even ask him. It went right over my head. If he was doing alright or if he was out of power or whatever. Sometimes my brain doesn't fire quick enough. But if he's on here, I'm assuming everything's going okay. I mean, being out of power sucks. Especially because it's cold. I called my daughter last night. Oh, good. Becky's safe too. Okay, good. So after I got off with you guys, I texted my daughter because I hadn't heard from her. But she's way far. She's like an hour away. But when I looked at the fire map the day before, there was one fire near Riverside, which is near her. But last time they had fires a while back, she had one 2 miles from her. She said, no, they're fine. They just got a lot of wind. And she works from home, so she doesn't have to go out for any reason. So, I forgot to ask her what the temp was. Because Tori was saying she has gas heat, and it was cold enough to need her heat. So if they have fire and they're cold, that would suck. Let me get some more of this. So I brought some travel paper cups with lids in case I saw somebody. That guy down there, I might get him some coffee in a little while. He looks super cold. This is nice. Never used this thermos before. So far my chat hasn't frozen. Every time I think it is. Hang on, I'm gonna move it for a second. Got it sitting silly. I had one of the legs between my legs and oh, hello. UT students may still be on break. New semester may not have started. Oh. See, I didn't realize that. Because my son's already back at school, but he's at more of a vocational type school. So he had to go back on the 6th. You know, I thought it was weird too, though. Here, the kids are usually back by the 3rd or 4th, depending on the weekday. Out there, they aren't due back to school till the 14th. They're out for like 3 weeks. Oh, that makes sense. It doesn't look like classes at all. I would see more people, even if it was cold. That's okay. I still wanted to come. Like I said, I wanted them to know we're still here. We didn't disappear. And you never know. Somebody might stop and talk to me. But that makes... You know what I need to do? SS. need to just freaking look at the... I'm sure the schedule for the school is online. I just never think to check. But I wasn't really even thinking about it. I just knew if I didn't come today, it would be a while. Probably next week. And it already been, oh Lord, a while since I've been out. I think next time, if I come when it's cold, I'm going to bring a cup that's not insulated. I have a cup that's not insulated. I'll worry about it later. It might warm my hand while I'm holding it. Hey, Cher, what's up? Doodlebugs. We're good. A little chilly. We're good. How's it going in your neck of the woods? What's your weather like there? We're going to get, up near where I live, we're going to get a little bit of possibly snow. But down here, it's just going to rain super, super hard. Like, all day tomorrow. Whew. So it was come out today. But I'm right on the line of what they call the winter mix. So I could get anything from rain to snow to freezing rain. Colder than a witch's booby here. That's funny. Well, thanks for being with me, you guys. Hey, Tom. What's up? He's off today. I'm freezing. Love your thermos, though. And guess what, Tom? I said, oh, I have a scarf and stuff in my bag. Go over and look around where I keep my bag and see what I did with my... If it's not laying there, I took it out in the car. But it's not here. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check the other bag. Hold on. Hold on. Put it in this bag. Oh, there it is. Yay! Yay! All right. Found my scarf. I put it in the other bag, my overflow bag. Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes. And I don't like really big, thick. Of course, I don't need them. We rarely need these. This is what I wanted it for. My ears are cold. I don't even know how to wear one. I can't. I'm wearing a sweatshirt and it makes my coat too. There we go. I have buttons on this coat. There we go. That'll keep it closed. Okay. Can't feel my fingers. Is that good? I don't like that. There we go. Much better. Much better. If I come out during these temperatures again, that is just not laying right, is it? Oh well. Aha. I just wanted my ears warm. And a hunting muff. Yeah, I would love to have something over my nose. You know what? I probably have a mask. Let me look. It's not too stinky. Kind of old. Nope. Oh, that's nice. I like that. It's gonna fog up my glasses though. It always does. So I hate wearing them. Alright. We're good. Good. Let's see if I can see what I'm doing. This is the only thing I hate about them is they get... Why is this in my eyeball? Sometimes I put them farther forward, it won't fog up so much. There you go. Don't show the witch, they'll demonetize. I don't like a scarf. Nothing says choke me and rob me like making your own news. Fine. I'll do this. If you untie it, and just cross it over. My husband, ever the security officer. It's getting close to me possibly training soon. I think they've been waiting till they called and asked me for my shirt and pant size today. And that's another thing that might get in the way of my protesting. Too bad it's the other direction, or I could do it before or after. Fling ends over shoulders. I'm gonna put it inside my coat. I would do that, but I'm trying to keep it there. Hey Bushman, what's up? You're talking to somebody from Texas that never goes out when it's cold, trying to figure out how to be warm. I've been away from from Ohio for 35 years because we went to Central California. This is not working. It's causing my glasses to fog up. I can't do it. It's not worth it. I can't see. Alright, what did I miss? Oh, Gary's here. Hello, hello. Need you a battery heat jacket and socks. I love mine. I know. Well, I would get them for Tom first and then just steal them. Because he's out all night doing this when it's colder. I just got, so we got snow chains last winter that we ended up needing. And this just a couple days ago, I think it was delivered yesterday, I got him one of those windshield covers that you hook and mirror covers. So while he's at work, when it's really cold, and because we're gonna get that storm, when he comes out, he can just pull that off instead of having to ice scrape the windshield. So not very expensive either, under $30. Yeah, he's always getting me with the security stuff. A gaiter to keep your nose and neck mouth. Yeah, Tom has probably 4 or 5 of those. Hey, Susan. My toes are cold now. Oh. But I'm about to buy boots for work. So I'll wear those if it's cold. So I'm not prepared. I do have a pair of waterproof ankle boots that I think have some fur inside. I kind of forgot about them. I wasn't thinking. I had to be out here and feel it to realize, okay, I need this and this and this. So next time I'll dig those out, and so we wear 2 pairs of socks or thicker socks. I have very thin socks on. So I'm learning the hard way, like I always do. Thought she was going in. I got my winter boots on Amazon last year to keep my feet toasty. Yeah, it's just, we never really consider putting money into stuff like that because, like I said, a week, a year maybe, we need them. And normally, like before this winter, I've never stood outside for a couple hours. So it's all kind of new to me. I came midday on purpose. The high was supposed to be like 43-ish, 44, with the wind chill being like high 30s. At night, it's been getting wind chill to 20, and I think one night it was less than that. So I'll tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna hang my cup so it may shake. Let me get my other. Where's my other phone? Oh, it's still there. I buttoned my phone inside my coat because it hangs on a strap. Let me see what the temp is here today. Because I looked last night, so. Oh, it's 4. Oh gosh, it's 40. Holy crap! Feels like 35. So I can't wimp out until it's under 25 because Scooter Mom was out there when it was 25 and had just stopped snowing. Let's see. Whew. It's dropping. At 6, it'll be 39. I'm not going to be here that long. I wanted to be here early enough to be gone by 5. Just because of traffic, but now that I know school's out, traffic won't be that bad. Let me see what it is up where I live, because I have my set on Austin because it's where I usually need to look. Let's see. Oh, it's a degree warmer there. Let's see for Tom, Waco, it's 42. When he goes to work tomorrow at 9. Oh my God, it's gonna rain. During the day tomorrow here in Waco, it's gonna be 33 and rainy, 100% chance of rain. And oh my gosh, when he goes to work, feels like 27. He's gonna have to leave early, for sure. Ooh, 35 here feels like 29. Ooh, oh, I haven't been away from Toronto winters in my entire life. You're not used to it anymore. No, I'm not. No, I know I'm not. Because usually when it gets 50 degrees, we're crying. We're like, oh my God. We wait for cool weather all summer for like 7, 8 months. And then it goes from that to cold. So any projects outside we wanted to do are over. Missed it. Those were those West Campus ambassadors that just went in. So, you guys didn't see it, but LMAO. Did they call them to help her walk because of me? They escorted her. They went in and escorted her right out. Yes, I'm so scary. Let me go back. So scary. But yeah, I went home. The first time I went home in winter, it was 14 degrees. It was for Christmas. And I got so sick. Tom was gone, and it was me and the kids drove up there. And it was rain most of the way when we went. I got deathly ill for several days. I had a high fever. My tonsils were swollen, infected. It was horrible. I think it's tomorrow night. Is when it'll hit us. If I don't, or was it tonight? I was watching it last night. Let me look. It has to be tomorrow because it's going to rain all day here tomorrow. So let me see if we're going to get it tonight. Let's see where I live. All right. About 6 a.m. it jumps up to 12% and 9 a.m. is when it's going to start in the morning. So anytime tomorrow, it's going to rain for sure. We don't know if we're going to get snow. We're literally on the edge of this, where they were showing it. We're literally at the bottom edge. Oh, can you ask those ambassadors their phone number when they come out? I want to call and file a complaint. I'll see if I can find one. So I meant to tell you, so the other one time when I closed up, it was dark, so it was one of those nights, and they were standing on the corner right over here. And I asked them, I said, hey, you know, my chat always asks me what you guys do, and I have no idea. What do you guys do? And they didn't look happy about my question. And they said, security. I said, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, I'm always cordial. So, I'm going to find out more. Hey, Irish Mart, what's up? Sorry, I made you look. No, it's fine. I was curious too, I forgot. I was up late, so I couldn't remember if it was today or tomorrow. Myself. So. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. So. I told Tom if he logged in to watch me, if I don't move for a whole minute, then I'm frozen. I'm a popsicle. Yeah, I know. Well, I know they're affiliated with the school, sort of. I don't know. Here comes a bunch more. But they're west, so they must have different ones for different parts. Because I'm going to find out. I've never really thought about it. I might... Let me find out some more information if I can. I assumed they were here for the students. But they're always in and out of... Oops. That was my coffee cup. Hi. I hope I'm not buffering. Are you getting some winter weather, Scooter Mom? That's the only thing. Our cables in our area are so old that when it rains, it affects my internet. Rains or anything. I might do during the day. The next couple days, I don't know. I've been thinking about doing a fun, different kind of stream since I'm not getting out here. Okay. We'll see if I get around to it. So I'm not going to say if I definitely am or not. Because Tom's off and sometimes he gets me involved in... We have some projects I wanted to get done. I want to clean out my craft room and be able to live stream from there. My office chair would be so much more comfortable. But I haven't gone in there in a long time because the spiders have taken over. And I'm deathly afraid of spiders. So I was going to go in there and put a fumigator in there and like tape the door because I didn't need to do the whole house. That might be the best way to do it. Hey, Bob. Am I frozen? I hope not. I got the the hot drink today. How you doing, Bob? How's your weather? That's all we're talking about today. I didn't realize that possibly the students were still on break, but I still wanted to come out because I haven't been out in a while, and I wanted to remind them that we were still here. I know, I think Hitzel's been out here. Good? Alright. Forget. This is my husband's cup. I don't know how to use it. This is so helping. There's a guy asleep over here when I leave. I brought disposable cups with lids. And I brought enough. It's coffee with some hot cocoa in it to give to people. So I'm going to give him a cup on my way out. Cold. Yeah, if Texas is cold, I think Florida's the only place that's not cold. I saw Dusty out when I got in the car, but I wasn't on but a minute. I don't know if it's cold there yet or not. If everybody's getting it. I'm nice and warm under my duvet. This time of year is perfect for hibernation. Yes, that's what I do. I don't come out of the bedroom, and I have 3 dogs, 2 little and 1 big. And my husband sleeps all day anyway, so I sit and watch stuff either with earbuds or turned down, and they lay on me, and I'm just so warm, I do not come out. I just stay in there. Yep, that's pretty much what I do. I hibernate. I don't get nothing done. Only my nose is cold. That doesn't bother me. That's fine. This coat is so warm. I was looking for a new winter coat. I tried. But literally nobody is selling decent winter coats anymore. I swear to God. I will go back to a store like next week and they'll have bathing suits out already. So ridiculous. A sleeping biscuit on my bed. He gives me warm fuzzies. Yes. They're nice. You know it's cold when you look at my bed and you can't see any dogs. They all have their own blankies. So I cover them all up. I sometimes let Petunia, she likes to burrow under my covers. But I only do that like the day before I'm going to change the bedding. So she gets confused because she's like, she'll nudge me and I'm like, no, you have to use your blanket. So I shouldn't confuse her. I'm trying not to do that anymore. But there's been times I've been cold enough, I'm like, please get under here with me. So, and then Daisy, she might as well be naked. Her fur is like peach fuzz. She's a boxer pity mix. So every time I get up, I make sure she's covered all the way to her nose. Or she will end up with her head on our legs when we're asleep. And I wake up with leg and back pain because her big old head was laying on my legs. Because she's cold. She wants some warmth. She gets cold easy. We have a sweatshirt for her. And it got burrs on it. And I need to sit down and get all the burrs out. Then it's got a hood. I got jammies for the littles. But it was so hard to fit them that they literally, and her too, she ripped hers getting it off. This was last year. And the littles, because I got them with legs, I got the wrong size because she's a weird shape. She's long and skinny. She walked right out of hers too. So I'm like, so I just cover them up with blankets. I get up and down enough that if they move around, I can recover them. Now, Tiny, the toy fox terrier and I think Chihuahua mix, he doesn't like being under the covers all the time. He's got extra fur. He's got thick fur. So for him to want to be under the covers like last night, it's chilly. He usually crawls out from under the blanket. Now he likes to burrow when he's sleeping sometimes. He lays next to Daisy usually, because Petunia's always right with me at all times. Cats will usually figure out where the warm spots are when necessary. Yep. Now my Elvis, my last cat, he liked to burrow under the covers. And since he was an indoor cat, I let him do it. Do you want some hot coffee? You want some hot coffee? Okay. He was asking for change. I thought he might want a cup of hot coffee. Oh my God. These children. Are you seeing this? Dude. Oh, if I was his mother. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Shadow from many years ago used to like turn on my covers with me. Yeah. Elvis was like Petunia. He was really skinny and had no body fat. Plus, I think he was just weird. He acted like a dog. He was the one that I would come home from work and he knew my car. And he would be at the door when I came in and he would jump up into my arms. Hey, Lexianne, how you doing? We're mostly just discussing cold weather because it's chilly in Texas, of all places. How are you doing today? And I don't have a lot of people walking by. Of the old definition of a sweater, something your mother makes you wear when she's cold. Yeah. I never heard that. That makes sense. Yeah, my husband isn't on top of the Daisy being cold thing. I know, but I know if I'm cold, I'm making sure she's covered up. PA. Yeah, I'm from Ohio, and I do like it cold way better. I cannot stand the heat here in Texas. We got stuck here. Wasn't our own decision. The Army brought us here years ago. And I hibernate in the summer. I don't come outside if I can help it. I need to get out. We need to go north. I'm ready to move into the camper. Tom, we're about to start working on getting him reevaluated he should be getting 100%. If he gets 100%, he can fully retire and quit working. And if that happens, we're going on the road. Not right away. We have to get the house ready to rent. But never know. I don't know how long all that's going to take. So we're just going to work on it. Same. Yeah. Never survived in Texas. I know. I remember, now this was the 80s and 70s. I remember going camping in the summer and coming out of the tent in the morning and wearing a jacket and it being chilly. Whereas here, you cannot camp in the summer. My son was in Boy Scouts and they would camp and he hated it. And my daughter tried to go with church to a girls' camp out in July. They would try every summer to do it. And she would come home early every time. Either she got sunburned or dehydrated or something. So I was a Girl Scout leader, but Girl Scouts, we pretty much stopped meeting when school let out and got back together after school started. So we tried to camp in like October and March, April. So we only got to camp, a couple times each year. But I grew up in Ohio, camping, canoeing, all that stuff. My mom and my sister lived in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. I hope I'm saying it right. I was already out of the house by then. I think my sister went to Ephrata High School. Yeah, it's funny how small the world is sometimes. I was talking about Ohio, and then Diana, who's here a lot, was in the town or area that I lived in approximately the same time. I don't know if we overlap. It's just kind of cool when you find out. Have you guys ever seen, I know the Y-Files covered it, and I've seen other people cover it. It's kind of a true crime or weird thing that people cover. And it was called the Circleville Letters. And I only found out about this a couple years ago. And I lived there for a while. Well, actually not even a year. It's a small town, or it was. That was trippy, that story. Somebody was sending letters to people, telling them things like, I know what you've done, or sending letters to somebody else saying so-and-so's cheating on you. They were putting signs up. Now see how he did that quick turn at the end? So I don't know who's in that door. I'm going to call it the Scientology turn. So, and they were putting signs out because they were going after this bus driver so that she would see the signs, and she would go and she would take them down. Well, this went on for a while, and there was one time where there was a sign. I don't know if she went to take it out and saw something or what. The sign was attached to a gun by a string, so that if she had pulled that sign out, she would have got shot. I was like, ooh. So if you go to Y-Files, it's a channel that I love. They do aliens, they do conspiracy theories and stuff. But what I like about him is this. He'll tell you the story, and then he'll tell you parts that are he can debunk. Like, so some he can't, some he can. He did the Circleville Letters. I know he did. Go check it out. It's a weird story. But I lived there in, let me think, 1988 to 89. No, 1989 to 1990. Somewhere around there. Can't remember. That's where I had my accident in 1988. But I wasn't living in the town at the time. I was going there for a job from another tiny town. But yeah, isn't that weird? And, you know, they had theories on who it might be. It was weird. But they never did find out. I don't think they ever found out who it was. Like, that's just evil. Just evil. I would love for somebody to do. Of course, it's kind of gossipy to do it. To go back to Circleville and maybe find a couple of those people and do an update. Because that was back, it's been a while, 20, 30 years maybe? Small towns. How long have I been out here? A little over an hour. It went by fast, you guys. Talking with you guys, it makes it go fast. I appreciate y'all sticking around. At the very least, people will see my sign today if they don't come talk to me. Sometimes that's enough. Because, you know, we've all noticed we've all noticed people come by and they see our signs and then they look up and they're like, I didn't even know Scientology was here. Whew. You know, my phone likes to overheat. It's an icicle at the moment. No, that was a very weird story. But, you know, it was a story. So they were typed. But I think it's been a while since I listened to the story. And you know how my memory is. It's Swiss cheese. I think they said the letters. Where they talk about where they were posted from. But it's if you're wondering where it's at, it's, I want to say southeast of Columbus, Ohio. It's actually considered the pumpkin capital of the world, but I think there's a lot of other places that say that. They have a pumpkin festival there that I've actually never been to. When you live there, you never think to do stuff like that. I think I may only make it an hour and a half today. I was gonna, if I do that, let's see. Well, I might go a little longer. Well, no. That would get me out of here at 4:30, and I might hit the freeway before traffic. But yeah, I've told on my Saturday nights when we talk about all kinds of weird stuff, I've brought up Y-Files before. I don't know, he does it really well. He tells you the story and all this stuff, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, or weird, or whatever. Then he's like, okay, they couldn't prove this, they couldn't prove that, this happened, and da-da-da-da. There's some things he can't completely debunk. I'd like to see him do something on the drones. Oh, by the way, did I tell you guys that we had a drone? In Waco, where my husband works, one of those drones flew over downtown Waco. And he used to work near there at SpaceX. We have a SpaceX in McGregor. So, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, if it was going that way or what. But he said it was big. It wasn't no hobby drone. Plus we have the base here, but that's an hour north of the base. So I don't know that they would fly it that far. But I think SpaceX is a no-fly zone. Just like the military bases are, but they're flying over them anyway. I think I've had too much coffee. See if there's anybody. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see if that guy wants coffee on my way out. I'll give him a big old cup of it, since I didn't use any of it for any. I brought like 8 cups, thinking that I guess he's trying to keep warm. I see him getting under a blanket. I wish I didn't even think of it. So I was out of sorts. I have an extra sweat jacket and an extra pair of sweatpants that I could have brought. If I come in the cold again, I'm going to bring them. And we can get, there's this thrift store, and my husband just went there, and he got a bunch of these nice blankets for $5 a piece. But they'll give you a deal if you have like a bunch. They'll give you they're very, because they get all of their stuff from storage spaces. And no one from SPTV is live right now. Really? Go me. I don't blame them. Between LA fires and the cold, and I don't blame them. Like I said, I forced myself to. I wanted to come yesterday, but it didn't work out. But I knew if I didn't come out today, it'd be maybe another till next week. I lied. Come bring fog. Okay. Isn't she in San Francisco? I wonder if she's getting the high winds too, if it's just LA. I know. Hey, Ganja girl. I know. God, we went from 65 at night one night to the night after that it being in the 40s, and then the 30s, and then the 20s. Yes, she's in San Francisco, that's what I thought. Oh, I looked at Cricket Cinema's new song last night. It was pretty good. It was about women, power of women. I liked it. If you guys haven't seen it, go look. It's really good. It's got, you know, pictures of the suffrage movement, and it follows women up through history. I really liked it. Where are you at, Ganja girl? I've been asking everybody. We don't have anything else to talk about. Is that the weather? I figured out, well, my chat figured out that the students probably are still on break. I know, the song and the videos, they're super good. I love them. The first one, I hadn't really watched any of them yet. I should have. But it was the Minnesota Goodbye, because Carrie Ann was like, we were on our third Minnesota Goodbye. I thought that was good, because I'm like that. I'll say goodbye and it'll be like another hour. I'm in Michigan. I always feel bad when places that aren't used to the cold get cold. I'm used to the cold, but you aren't. Yeah, I'm from Ohio, but see, you probably recognize this. But I was 20 when my husband and I got married, and he had gone active duty right before that. So I followed him to California, and we've not been back since. He got stationed here for 17 years, which is so unusual. And when he retired in 2010, our daughter was still in high school and we had our house, so we stayed. I love the state. I just cannot handle the heat. I've said this before. I know if I hadn't been here all this time, we were supposed to go to Fort Lewis, Washington. They were closing Fort Ord in 93. And I was all excited because I was like, oh yeah, there's a mountain and hiking and outdoor stuff. 3 weeks before we left, they changed his orders to Texas because they had sent too many soldiers to Fort Lewis. And Fort Hood, it's now Fort Cavazos, was like, we met people when we got here that had been here 12 and 13 years. It's like a black hole. Once you get here, it's hard to leave. I was trying to pay attention to the hat. I'm good-natured about it. I actually was the color guard at Woody Hayes Day. Woody Hayes was the coach that started the rivalry, like, super, super bad. I didn't know as much about it in high school as I do now. But dang, that guy took it to the next level. A whole nother level. He wouldn't allow the players to sleep in Michigan. They would stop at the state line and sleep there. He wouldn't buy gas in Michigan. Oh my gosh. It was bad. But yeah. It's just for fun for me. Because we had a little rivalry down here when I was still working. We played University of Texas a couple times. I don't care much, but I know my hubby always spoke about it. Yeah. Yeah, it was, oh my gosh. I think it was too much. I'm not into that sort of thing. I do it for fun. I'm the only one that watches football in my house. My husband hates sports. My kids never watched it, so I'd go to watch the game and they'd all leave the room. So I haven't watched much. Plus, because I don't have live TV right now, I can't even see the games. Not all of them. So I haven't been as into it as I used to be. But you know how it is. It's the Michigan game. It's all that matters. You're probably the same way there. They can lose all year. But if they beat Michigan, they're golden. That's all that matters. I still have, don't tell me how the game ended. I still have it. I did record it. I just haven't sat down to watch it yet. So I don't even know how it ended. 20 below zero. Oh my gosh, Private Ross. Oh my gosh. Woo. Even in Ohio when I lived there, I don't remember ever getting that cold. Woo, that's cold. It feels like 38, 39 here right now. But this is Austin, Texas. It's not supposed to feel like this. Ooh, my goodness. I'm surprised going vertical. I haven't had too many, or I haven't had anybody, and nobody knew either. Maybe it's because it's middle of the day, everybody's at work or doing something. I don't know. It is 20 above zero. Oh, are you way up north? I've been to Mackinac Island. I loved it. It was so cool. But it was during the summer. Vertical brings trolls. Yeah, it usually does. Below 30 is cold. Yes, it is. Well, at night, it's been getting to like 20 here, which is ridiculous. But after Snowmageddon, or actually during Snowmageddon, my husband made sure, because our pipes burst. We didn't lose power, but our pipes burst in 3 places. So he had to crawl under the house and fix them. So he made darn sure he's got not only insulated on the pipes, but he put moving blankets out there around them too. So, like I was telling them earlier, I just stay in my bedroom with the dogs where it's warm. Because literally, we don't even need the heat on in there. With them breathing and me breathing and our body heat. Literally, if I keep the doors closed, it stays like a little tiny pocket of warm. I don't mind it. I still am Ohio deep down. I like the cold much more than the heat. So I'm not really complaining. I feel pretty good today. It's just, you know, the nose. I've got the fingers in my sleeve because the gloves weren't helping. And I brought the hot coffee with me. That helped a lot. My body's fine. It's warm. I'm good. So I'm doing good today. But yeah, with that winter storm coming in, I don't know how many days it's going to be since I can come back. I usually follow the LA protests, but I'm trying to expand my horizons. There are so many more of you putting in the work across the country. I appreciate every single one of you that are sticking with it. Thank you. I appreciate your time. I really do. Yeah, I actually am the opposite. I have to rely on other people to keep me up to date. LA, if I go to a channel and there's like a couple hundred people there, and there's a channel that's got 8 or 20 or something, I'll go over there. I want to help the small channels too. So that keeps me out of the loop. Plus, a lot of times the LA crowd, some of them can go really long. And so unless they clip out when they have interactions, which I need to do too, by the way, you know, it's hard to watch the whole thing. I try every once in a while to go in there and give them a little bit of views. But that's why I like the channels that keep us updated. Because there's a lot of creators out there. There's a lot of people doing it. And it's hard when, you know I don't work right now. I will be soon. So I have a little more time than some. And even I can't find time to see everybody. So I can understand. So anybody that comes in here for a few minutes, I'm thankful for. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's why I'm the only one that's out today, because I'm in Texas. I can understand why people in Chicago and Canada and anywhere up north is not out. That's ridiculous. I could not be out here if it was any worse than this. Yeah, I know. Sweeter Mom, I know. It's hard. We really need to get better as creators about going in and really clipping out our interactions, the really good ones. Because I don't expect somebody to replay 2 hours of me standing here. You know, coming in live is one thing, we can chat, but I'm fine with nobody coming in. So there are people that are on the replay crew that I appreciate. Even a 72-hour day still wouldn't be long enough to watch everything. Exactly. Or include timestamps in the video. That's a good idea. I could do that. But I need to go. See, here's the thing. I wish I would have done this a year ago. It's getting close to a year. If I would have been, I didn't know how to edit. I still don't. I've only edited a couple of times. There is a couple ones that I left timestamps for. But I started to try to do it, and I went all the way back to the beginning, and I'm trying to go through the videos and find my really good interactions with people. It's time consuming. I'm a procrastinator. I need to get on it. Because what I'd really like to see is a group of people that have the time working together, maybe call up or contact other, mostly the LA ones, and start putting together one long video of all the false police calls, all the times LAPD came out and acted crooked, and all the swattings, and we put it in one video that we can send places, because to sit down and see it all in a row like that would make an impact. I am not good at that kind of stuff. I know people are. Or contact the creators and see if they'd be willing to do that. Because I know we had a few compilations, but we need like all of them in one video. And here it's a year, more than a year later. If we wait too much longer, then we're going to have way more stuff. Sounds like a lot of work. Yeah. I want to learn how to do chapters. Now, what's funny, StreamYard, that's who I'm on, has offered, or was it YouTube? Somewhere it offered to do chapter breaks for me. And I'm like, maybe I'll take one of my older videos and see what it does, see how that works out. DOA and them have been organizing that info. Oh, good. Not video form, more textual data. They need to do video, because I think if they could just put it all in one video, one after another, and you see it with your own eyes all together, it would make an impact. We could send it to Congress people, the IRS, the LAPD, or whoever's in charge in California that they're trying to talk to. I get that, but I think reading something and watching something would have, seeing it actually happen would have a bigger impact. Especially the false arrests, when you can see that they won't look at videos, when they look at the video and prove it didn't happen. Yeah. Well, thank you, Private Ross. See, I don't do pre-recorded videos. I just can't do it. The editing, I have to do live streams. So, I do, and I like to see everybody doing the fun extra stuff too. Keeps your attention more than like spreadsheets. Yes. And like I said, the spreadsheets would be helpful to pin down date and times to go in and get the video. That would be helpful. That would help. But yeah, if you actually saw how crooked the LAPD has been in a long video of over and over and over, especially those 2 months where Scientology false calls, because they knew back then Scientology wasn't hiding it, because they knew the LAPD would do their work and they'd go inside, talk to Scientology, come out, and it would show how much time was wasted. Just that alone, those couple of months, would just show how much LAPD time was wasted on them. We could send it to journalists, newspapers, other podcasters. There's a lot we could do with it. I wish I had the know-how and the gumption to do it by myself, but I can't. I can barely do my stuff. When I get home, my memory switch keys too. If I'm like, I'm gonna do this when I get home, and it's gone by the time I get home. After an hour and a half in the car, I forget. When I'm not done being bundled up, I swear I'm gonna hang a little notebook around my neck so I can, because that other bigger notebook I tend to leave places. That's my issue. But there's a lot of good editors out there, I've noticed too. But I don't want to put all the work on like one person. I figured if we could get like a group of people to maybe assign a couple of streamers to them, and they could go in and clip that 1 or 2 person streams, and then we could put it all together later, maybe something like that. Or boots on the ground protesting. Others who can't do that but want to do something can maybe do that. Yeah, I call you guys the keyboard warriors, the ones emailing and editing and doing things like that is a big help. And putting together even the fun stuff, the songs and everything, it still gets the word out. That's what I was hoping for, because I still want to start the website, but I know I can't keep it up by myself. I would want a group of us to do it, and that's why I've put it off. I just wanted to be more, so like, I don't always get or see the notifications, because I get a lot. So like if somebody I want to have it be like a place you can go for contact information and like a calendar of upcoming events. Different than what SPTV.space is doing. I like what they're doing. I just wanted to have a place where if you're having say an interview on your channel, or you're doing something special, you could put it on the calendar. I know, it's ridiculous. And it would just be a hub of information, that you could put on there. Oh, on Thursday at 2, so-and-so's doing this. Right now, it's either you got to get the notification, check, or word of mouth. And I've missed a lot of really good stuff. And so, I'll probably go ahead and buy the domain like I did before. And then maybe I'll just, they have templates that you can borrow from free. So I might just get a template out, get the domain, get it started, put it under construction, under construction right now. And then maybe once I get that stuff done, then I could get a little bit of help with it. Because I'm terrible about checking emails and stuff like that. It's so hard. When I was working before I got sick, I was on top of all that stuff. Now my attention span is like nil, and my memory. So I have my mother-in-law passed away a few years ago, but I was on the phone with her after I got fibromyalgia, and we were comparing our symptoms. And she had early Alzheimer's, and I literally sounded just like her. I had the same symptoms. So I'm like somebody with early Alzheimer's. It really affected my memory. I'm always under construction. Hi, Journey. People are cautious about organizing things. People don't want to be a group. I know. That's true. My understanding is that being a group is totally fine if you aren't doing bad. Yeah. But what they're trying to do in LA, though, is they're trying to group them into a gang so that they can get them with different charges. That's the issue with never having a leader and never being a group. That's why we don't want to be. Because then you get a whole nother level of possible charges. I want to have all resources for someone to easily find help. Yeah, I could have that on there too, I forgot to turn off my notifications on this phone because I don't use it. So, I don't know if you guys know. So, I got the third line, and it was going to be $30 a month. You get a discount when you add another line. And they figured out if I dropped something I didn't need and did the group insurance instead of individual, it covered that, and the phone's only $2 a month. But it's only for my live stream channel. So if anybody ever wanted the phone number to text me or whatever, call. If you just email me, I'll give it out. Because if I get any troll calls, it's not my real phone, so it wouldn't matter. Scientology will find a way to trump up the charges like Cubs and his wiretapping. Well, you know, the police are helping with that. And see, the stuff that Pearl Snappy's going through was not the police. It was those, I think, if I'm up to date on it, it was the security guards that went in and filed a complaint. Because I think they got in trouble because they weren't doing Scientology's bidding like they were supposed to. I know the one guy told me one day that he got in trouble because he should have arrested her the other day or something. It's on my... See, that's something I need to clip out, what he was saying. Here comes that idiot again. And I know that he was using me to get the message to her. And I did the first time. But then there was another time where we talked off camera. And I told him to let him know I wasn't going to do that. I said, well, I'm not going to tell her. I go, she knows what's going on. She's aware. I wanted him to know I wasn't going to be his, like, go-between. Because I'm cordial to everybody. I was cordial to him. Hey, Dusty. So, I saw you out on the... You were talking about that... What'd you call it? A slough? Not a... It was salt water and the oysters. But I was only on for like a minute. Then I had to get on the road. So I didn't see how... Oh, the manatees, I know. I love those guys. So, what's your weather down there now, Dusty? That's what we've been talking about. Nothing else to talk about. You know, I watched a thing about the manatees and how often they get injured by boat propellers and stuff. I was so sad about that. But yeah. So I was just gonna call it like, I don't even know what to call it. But just mainly, honestly, just a calendar of events was the biggest thing. And then maybe a link to sptv.space for the list of channels and stuff. Clear and chilly. How chilly is it, Dusty? Because it's like the 30s here. My toes are frozen. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have left my furry slippers on. They were warm. It's just, I can't walk fast in them, and I'm dragging this. I kind of wish I would have brought the chair with blanket. But hubby said it'd be better if I was moving around. And it is, but my toes are still cold. I gotta wear different shoes. I'm in these thin-ass Skechers tennis shoes. I think they're Skechers. Yes, they are. Oh, and by the way, don't get memory foam tennis shoes. Because as soon as you're in them for any length of time, the memory foam flattens out and disappears. And then they're not that comfortable. I need a new pair of sneakers. These are pretty old. They're going to change sptv.space to something different. Okay. Probably more of like a website or something. Well, maybe that has to be the same car. So annoying. Low 40s, high 50s. Oh, that's not too bad. I can deal with that. Well, it's low 40s here, but with the wind chill, it's like high 30s. Well, then maybe I should talk to them If they're gonna change the SBTV.space to something else, like maybe they'll add upcoming events. 57. I'd rather deal with 57. Ooh. Like, I can feel that I haven't been out in a while. My lower back is screaming at me. Every time I'm gone for any length of time, my body loses its strength. And when I'm out here constantly, my back strengthens up and gets used to it. But I've been hanging out on my bed for like 2 weeks, and I need to go to the gym. I have a membership to Planet Fitness. I need to go. Where are you at again, Journey? I know you told me before, but don't take it personal. I forget things my husband says to me. Matter of fact, my kids know if I'm supposed to do something later, they call and remind me. Northern Cal. Okay. Yeah, I looked at Southern... Why am I thinking Utah? That's not what I want to say. Oregon. Ashford? Is that what it's called? Right there on the border, almost. That was years ago. Years ago when I'm always trying to decide where we wanted to retire, but we're still stuck here. I want out of Texas so bad. I want to go somewhere where it's 70 in the summer. In the active auditors list. You mean if you're live? Oh. Never mind. I know what you mean. Oh. I keep disappearing because I'm stretching. Oh, you guys kept me company. I've been here longer than I expected. My goal is always 2 hours. But I was going to wimp out at an hour and a half, but I didn't. I appreciate y'all sticking around. When I get double digits, I'm like, yes, that's awesome. Why is this side all weird? I gotta get earmuffs. But I guarantee you, as soon as I buy earmuffs, it won't be cold again. That's the way it always works. I've had the same pair of gloves for like 15 or more years. Because literally we wear them 3 or 4 days a year. These are probably 15 years old. Well, I knew if I didn't get out today, tomorrow we're getting winter storms. Austin, it's going to rain all day, like 100% rain. And then up where I live, is a little farther north, we're going to be right at the line of what they call winter mix. I guess that means rain and snow. And then hubby works an hour north of where we live, and he'll probably get snow. If the map was right last night, you know. You never know where it's going to actually go. I honestly wouldn't mind some snow. But what the problem is, hubby goes to work after dark. And if it rains and then gets below freezing, I worry about him. He's a speed demon. Auditors list. Maybe I don't know what that is. See, that's why I want to have a place we can all go to. If there's something going on or something fun going on, we can have like a Also announcements instead of just upcoming events too. But we'll have to see. The reason I didn't do it, so I had bought the domain way back in early 2023, and I didn't realize it didn't auto renew, so I lost it. And I was trying to get some help back then, but then since then the sptv.space popped up and was kind of doing a lot of that already, so I was like, well, there's no need for something else. But now, but if they're gonna add like upcoming events to it and stuff, but I wanted to have something that 4 or 5 people could work on at this. Jeanette Art made a list of every streamer and stats. I can try to find hers to see if you'll. And oh, okay, that's cool. It feels like the temperature just dropped. Literally. Or the wind picked up, one or the other. Yeah, last night, hubby had some really high winds. Well, he didn't work last night. Monday night. Yep. Nope. I think the feels like, no, it's still 35. What time is it? Almost 5. Yeah, between 5 and 6, it's going to drop 2 degrees, so I probably should go soon. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, what? I'm tired of the disagreements. Who cares about getting along? No. Yeah, I mean, it's a big group. It's going to happen. Here's the thing. It's not just that. It's some of these people, the way I look at it, they're friends or were friends offline too. And so there's a whole other relationship that goes on with that. Whereas I'm out here just, being part of the group with everybody else, even though I don't condone a lot of the behavior at all. I don't feel like the rest of the group should be forced to pick a side or... I mean, I agree that there are people that are passionate about the way they feel, and I don't want to... What's the word I want? I can't think right now. There's a word I want. I mean, I get that that's important to them, and I don't want to ignore that. I get that and I understand how they feel. I do. But I'm not... Okay, this is the way I split. Me and my husband were talking about it. Okay, and I do have opinions. My husband and I have discussions, but I'm not going to bring it on air. That's not the point of my channel. But this is the way I looked at it. If, let's say, 2 people that aren't getting along are in my friend group that I see and hang out with, yeah, I may take a side, or I may be like telling them what you're doing is wrong, that's bull crap, you hurt that person, what you're doing is wrong, you hurt that person. But I'm not in those friend groups. And so, yeah, if somebody close to me did things that these people are doing, I'd be like, done. But there's other things going on here. We need these people for their information, and, I still watch everybody. That's the only way that I can try to explain it to people that are emotionally invested in some of the people involved, and they want to support that person against the other person. I understand that. but there's a different thing here. It's I don't want to say it wrong. Like, I've never been one to watch reality TV because, but there are people who do, and they get very invested in the people involved in whatever show they're watching. Same thing with it's the same thing on here. We're channels, people watch us, we're live. You guys come here to support me. Obviously, you must like me in some way, and I totally appreciate that. But I've never been one to watch reality TV. I can't get that invested in somebody that I don't know personally. But what I do with you guys, especially because we hang out, there is they call it the parasocial relationship. I do like you guys and everything, but I don't know if I'm making any sense. Let me go back here and see. We don't all need to be best buddies, but there is no need to be abusive. Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised when you have a group of people, especially, I've never seen that. I wish somebody would do a journalist would do a story on SBTV, because I don't think there's ever been a group of YouTubers that are all doing the same thing, working towards the same goal like we are. I mean, there are people that are affiliated and kind of do similar things, but it's not the same thing. They will have a section for SPTV protesters. Okay. Send Fluffer an email. Okay. I'm not about silencing or not validating is the word. I don't want to invalidate people's feelings. That's what I wanted to say. I just don't like the tear down. Right. I'm focused on my mental health and safe space. Finger wagging doesn't help my statement. Right. And this happened once before where somebody wanted me to respect how they felt, but wanted me to change how I feel. It goes both ways. If they want me to respect their point of view, you have to respect mine too. Oops. All one can do is make sure one is inclusive and then support. Right. 3 days ago, I got a very death threats because of all the recent happenings. This is the first I have said anything about it. I did tell my community group. Holy crap, that's not cool at all. Do you know who it's from, or was it just like anonymous or something? Don't tell me. That's not why I'm asking. I just want to know if you know. That's what I mean. That is not okay behavior. No matter how passionate you are about something, and you want to back, whoever's in a disagreement, no matter who you want to back, the only thing I said in a chat was, there was somebody's channel I go to that, because I'm mostly replay, I can't always be there live, but I can't tell by the titles if this is going to be about Scientology or something else by the title. And see, somebody gave me that advice early on in my channel. At first, I didn't know what I was doing. I threw a topic up like what we could discuss while I was here. That wasn't working. The person in my chat said, you need to say what you're doing, where you're at, your title matters. And that was the best advice I was ever given. So I always try to make sure the protesting is in there, maybe the locate, if you noticed. And so when I go to other people's sites and they have like, oh, let's talk about that, I don't know if that's going to be about Scientology or not. So I don't click. So I just wish some people would put a little more into the title, so we know kind of what we're getting when there's a 2 or 3 hour stream, if that's something I need, some information that I need, you know what I mean? Reality TV I can't stand. I know. To me, reality TV is watching live football. Yeah. Right, Susan. Yeah. That's not cool, Dusty. That's not cool at all. Oh, so technically it's anonymous, Dusty. A channel with no subscribers and just open. Yeah, and also, just because I'm in a chat of a channel doesn't mean I condone that person's behavior. Doesn't mean I'm taking a side. Doesn't mean I don't care about others involved. That's not fair either. I don't, and you know, maybe I'm being selfish. You know, I don't want to change, you know, the way I'm doing things. I don't want to have to choose, and maybe that's just selfish of me. We are getting info to be informed. Right. And that's the thing is, I understand people, you know, for this person or that person, feel, you know, very emotionally involved and care about that person. I understand that. And them wanting to support them. But there's different ways to do that. And I get that, you know, certain things that happened were pretty bad. They were. And if that person were my friend, I would call him up and tell him that's bullcrap. And you're wrong. But they're not. It's not my place to say anything. Yeah, they should be. Because you never know. There's that small percentage that could be for reals. Remaining open-minded isn't a bad thing. I hate people. Love conquers hate. Yeah. I mean, and you know, everybody's here for a different reason. I mean, there's thousands of people watching all these channels, you know, and everybody's comes from different walks of life, different backgrounds, different religious backgrounds, different countries, different cultures. And we have to remember that, you know, people are complicated. So, I mean, because of something like this, I quit having friends. Because, and like, when certain videos came out, I watched like 5 minutes. And I was like, that's all I need to know. I don't need the details. That's bad. But because it stressed me out, I couldn't continue. And I know that's definitely selfish, because that person was trying to tell their story, and I get that, but you know, I didn't need the details. I believe that person. I get it. It's bad. I get it. I can't stand that kind of thing. Because of what happened in my 20s. I had a toxic friend in our friend group that finally left. I couldn't get rid of her because I was afraid she would set fire to my house or slash my tires. That's how crazy she was. And after that, I didn't want friends anymore. And so anything like that stresses me out. There is selfish, but self-care. We need to make ourselves safe first. Yes. And that's all I want other people to understand, that some of us can't get that emotionally involved. I mean, I'm emotionally invested in this movement. I'm emotionally invested in ending Scientology. Yeah, I totally feel passionate about that. That's why I'm standing here right now. And there's all kinds of people in the community, and they're all different. They're all, you know, different places in their lives and stuff too. And they've been through, and that's another part of this, that maybe there's a small sliver of me that gets that they all have come out of Scientology with either not understanding personal relationships, not knowing how marriage is, you know, I'm just going by what they've told me. Okay, I'm not a know-it-all, but I'm just going by stories I've heard that, you know, getting married in Scientology is sometimes dating, because they don't get to if you're in Sea Org. And the way that they don't allow kindness. They don't allow, if you make friends in the Sea Org, they'll move one of them. So having their interpersonal relationships and how to deal with those is not like what we outside have gone through. So I kind of give a little sliver of a pass, not completely. I do not condone the behavior. But they have a skewed way of looking at things. And some people are in a healthier environment and healthier relationships now, and some aren't. There's so much involved in that. So, oh, hey, a cute pumpkin clodhopper. Appreciate it. I won't be here too much longer. Temperature's starting to drop. But all I ask, if anybody watches this that didn't like that I was in somebody's chat or what I said, actually what I said about the titles of the videos, I was hoping that person would see. Because I'll probably just give her a message and let her know that, you know, somebody gave me that advice early on to be more specific in your titles so people kind of know what's going on, so that we can choose to click or not click based on the information. Maybe I need to look at the description. Maybe it's in the description. I didn't look. That might be my fault. But because that person has really good stuff on Scientology, and I've learned a lot about trauma and stuff like that. What did Elrite say? Always attack, never defend. Yeah. So, and a lot of us, you know, I'm talking about it, but I'm not going in, you know, I'm really just talking about how I'm dealing with it, which honestly is avoidance, which is I learned in therapy, it's not a good thing. Avoidance disorder. My daughter had it. That's how I know it. Avoidance disorder, because you avoid anything that's stressful. And I do that. Sometimes even if there are people with Scientology stories that I haven't gone to watch. I know about it. I know enough, but I don't know if I could handle sitting there listening to them tell their story. Even though I know it would be good to support them, I don't know if I can handle it. I guess we just need to make sure. Yeah, but people want to drag us in too. My daughter's queen of that. Mine too. If I start to talk to her about anything with any substance, she's like, I just don't even. She's literally like, I don't want to talk about it, bye. I'm not that bad, but there are things that just knowing the peripheral information is enough to know, okay, that happened. I get it. Don't know if I could listen to the person talk about it. It gets hard. So, like, I'm not, if there's videos out there, I don't automatically click on it just because I don't know. and I could just speak for me. But people were talking about the fact that I was in somebody's chat. And that doesn't mean I'm taking a side against anyone else. Because I'm also still supporting all the other channels that I've never... No, I've only unsubscribed from one person. And that was a long time ago. I haven't unsubscribed from anybody. I'm members of channels that I haven't done any... It's still there. Because, like I said, my husband and I were talking about, like I said, those people all are know each other way more personally. And so they have a different level of friendship than, say, I do out here, looking from the outside looking in. I mean, that's what they're taught. It must stay with them. I think so, a little bit. I do. My youngest sister is fond of saying, take to the hand, the face ain't talk to the hand and face ain't listening. Yeah, for sure. I mean, and I get that. That's why I can't get upset at anyone that expect if they're ex-members. They deserve to feel the way they feel, and I can't tell them what to feel, and I can't tell them what to do and what not to do, because I don't understand it. I've never been where they are. If they were here right now and we weren't live, yeah, we would talk about it. If they were like in my personal friend group, yeah, I would not be treating it this way. Okay. And but I know there's a lot of people who are right here where I'm at, on the outside looking in, but they have, felt a connection with, a certain person, and they want to support that person, and I understand it, and they want to defend that person. I understand that too. But they can't, it's selfish of them to try to force that on others. If they want to support, great. But going and trying to pound people over the head with a baseball bat, not really. Metaphor. That's another thing in my life is you can't force someone into your beliefs by yelling at them or giving them a hard time. It won't never work. Hey, Papa Smurf. How you doing? So I'm asking everybody, what's the weather where you are? As you can see, I'm about to get me some more coffee before I leave. These people are capable and made themselves safe. I'm happy these people are growing, but I'm not telling a grown person on how to behave. There you go. Not my place. And I feel bad. I feel bad for anyone. Snow, ice, and heavy fog. Ooh, fog's not good. Where are you at? I know you've told me, but my memory is Swiss cheese. I have to hear something like 10 or 15 times before I can remember it. Yes, if you tell me I have to do something or choose between two people, I'm not doing it. Oh, yes. So I am totally like that. Might be a fault, don't know. But if somebody tries to push me, so I've been off Facebook for a while, mainly because this takes up a lot of my time. But a lot of it was, how many times have you been on Facebook and you start to read somebody's posts about cancer or something, and then it ends with, I know you didn't read it all, and I know you're not going to share it. I'm like, no, I'm not. This is stupid. Don't waste your time posting something like this if it's not your real story, and you're just going to try to guilt people into sharing it. That reminds me of the old chain letters that would go in the trash. A village in Ireland doesn't have numbers on their houses. That's cool. That's right, I remember now. I'm still doing the family history, but my great-grandmother Wolf is from Ireland, or is Irish. I don't know if I think her parents were from Ireland. What was her last name? Atkinson? So I don't even know if that's an Irish name. I'm still working on that. I'm baffled. Yeah, Susan. Yeah, me too. So I just hopped on Facebook yesterday, and literally the fourth message in was one of those. I thought somebody in my family had cancer, and then I get to the bottom and they're like, I bet you didn't read this, I'll bet you're not going to share it. And I'm like, hey, Angel. Yes. I thought I would have more Irish because my maiden name, or German. No German. A little bit of Belgium. 46% Scottish. 30-something% English, which I knew. That's why I'm short. And then like 8% Irish. The Scottish was a total surprise. Total shock. Had no idea we were had anything to do with Scotland. Just found your channel. So glad. I love watching all the protesters and supporting them. Thanks for being here, Angel. I appreciate it. That in French. It was mixed with European. Yeah, I got Denmark or the Netherlands, because I always said my husband and my kids are Native American, and I always said I'm the minority in my family. I'm probably the most Anglo-Saxon person you'll ever find, because if you shine a flashlight on me, I'll burn. Yeah, I'm from that area. So like either Denmark, I'll have to look again, or just, I can't remember if it was the Netherlands, a little bit of Belgium, England, Scotland, I think that's it, and a little bit of Irish. And it changed. It wasn't even that much Scottish, but Ancestry.com said, I said, why did it change? And they said, as their testing gets better, they will retest you. And they retested, and my Scottish went way up. Goes to show we're all immigrants, just a question of going back far enough. Exactly. And a lot of my family, I think on my dad's side, even though my part of the family's in Ohio, have mostly been in Indiana. But I still haven't gone back far enough to figure out when we came from Scotland to here. And if it's right, you know, I haven't proven it. You know how you go back through and you're like, this person fits the date and the name, and this person fits the date and name. I've gone back to a little bit of royalty, I think in Denmark or something. Or I can't remember. Got some interesting relatives. Now my husband is super Irish. They're Irish and Cherokee Indian from the Appalachian Mountains in Virginia. They were the Cherokee Indians that hid in the mountains and didn't go on the Trail of Tears to Oklahoma. And so they fought. He's got a cousin that did the genealogy years ago before there was internet, and traced them back to Ireland in the 1700s. Their last name is Baker. But I haven't never gotten all the details. That's all I know. So they came over from Ireland in the 1700s. Uh-oh. Papa's instigating again. There's only one other white person on my street. Half Spanish. Wow. Yeah, me too, actually. Being here in Texas, I have a lot of Hispanic people that live right around me. The lady across the street, I love her. She sells, she used to have a food truck. And she'll call me when she's selling tamales or an enchilada plate or a brisket plate. Man, I love her tamales.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Oh. You're just always in trouble. You're just always in trouble. But yeah, so my husband bought me a genealogy test from another weird I've never heard the name. But the issue with that was it was neat, but it went back 50 generations. Literally, if you go back 50 generations, you've got just about everything. I even had some African, I can't remember which country, just everything. And they tell you the celebrity you're related to, and I'm related to even Longoria. I don't know how far back, but because it was so far back, it was really spread out. Whereas Ancestry.com, I don't know how they test different, but it kind of consolidated it a little bit. I'm related to Adam and Eve. We all are. That's true. And they said, I watched those celebrity genealogies where if you find royalty, then pretty much they've done all the genealogy. You're in it, and it goes back way, way far. So am I. We must be related. Yeah. Oh, we must be, must be related. And, I gotta pay more to get more info, of course. But I did get that I have the bitter gene. Now there are things that I like that are a little bit bitter, but mostly, and I don't have a sweet tooth either though. I'm more savory. I've never liked wine. I cannot like wine. I just can't. I had a guy at a very fancy restaurant one time that brought me tests, like a little drink of all these different wines, and I just could not find one I liked at all. And now I know why. Now my husband, he hasn't been tested, but I'm pretty sure he has the cilantro gene, where cilantro tastes like soap to those people. What I was getting at is, I don't know if it has anything to do with the Irish thing, but his dad was one of 14 kids that lived. And they either died of heart disease or alcoholism. And so my brother-in-law was tested, and he had the alcohol gene. And being Irish and Native American, I don't know how much that played into that. The soap gene. Oh, we're in Austin today. But because the college is right here, I didn't realize that they had a longer Christmas break than, like, say, regular schools do. So there's, like, nobody here. Because they're still gone.
Scientology certainly is a problem.
Yep. Yep. It just doesn't look like it. Because I'm on me. Yeah, we're here. I haven't seen too many people go in and out either. Will people watch for funeral? I'm about to go. I was out. Let me see what my percentage is on my phone. Oh, this phone is awesome, you guys. So I told you guys I got the new phone. So I'm at 2 hours and 25 minutes. And I'm still at 46%. Do you believe that? That is amazing. Of course, my other phone was always getting hot and dying. Uh-oh. Are they coming this way? Sounds like a fire truck. Or ambulance. I'm going to cover the mic. Tell me if it helps. Oh my God, that was so loud. Didn't help. I tried to cover the bottom of my phone. There might be another mic towards the top. Who knows? Sorry. Oh my God, that's so loud. Because I'm between two stone buildings. It makes it way worse. Oh. I'm getting disoriented. That's okay. God, it gets loud out here sometimes. Alright, you guys, I gotta go. My toes are cold. And it's getting close to 5:30. At 6, it's supposed to start dropping really a lot. So I appreciate you guys. Let me turn around so I can say bye. I appreciate you guys being here with me. It really made the time fly by. Or else I probably wouldn't have made it this long. Yeah, you guys too. No problem. Thank you, you guys. And I will. Let's see, what is today? Wednesday? We'll see how the weather goes when I'm out back again. But if I don't do anything else, I do try to do the Saturday night thing, which I love to do. It's so much fun. Thanks, Irish, and all you guys. See you later. You can never find the X. There it is.